Hi everyone, welcome. This is George Swift from Bigger, Brighter, Bolder, the Mindset for Success. Today, in just a minute, I'm going to ask you the biggest, most challenging question that I ever ask any of my entrepreneurs or business owners. This isn't a question that I'm expecting you to have an answer for right now. In fact, I'd be amazed if you had an answer for it right now. But it's a question I want you to ask in the background continually as you go about your day-to-day business, your day-to-day life. The question I want you to ask yourself every single day, if not 5 times a day, is this. If you were going to revolutionize your industry, how would it look? Or if you were going to revolutionize your services, your offerings, your products, what would they be? Now, for me, an entrepreneur is a creative business person. And what I mean by that is we have to continually be innovating. I don't just mean just innovating in terms of, new products or new services. That's one part of it. It's also about innovating how we deliver them, how we create them, how we innovate them in the beginning. It's also about how we charge for them, how we create our systems internally, how we create whole organizations. We have to continually be creating new ways, better ways of getting better results. And this question, whilst probably the most challenging question I can ask you right now, and one that I'd be amazed if you had an answer for right now, will set you free and set your business free. If you were going to completely revolutionize how your industry does business, how would it be? How would it look? Ask yourself every single day that question. Put it on a post-it note, stick it on your monitor, on your laptop, or whatever it might be. Put it in your diary every day to pop up and remind you to ask this question. Because whilst your brain might not have the answer today, the more we ask our brain to solve this problem, to answer this question, the more it's going to go out there and start looking for answers. And you're probably going to find the answers not within your current business. You might not even find the answers within yourself right now. You're going to find these answers outside of yourself. When you start cross-referencing, or what I call sometimes cross-pollinating, your ideas with what exists outside of you, not within your business area, your business sector, but probably outside in somewhere completely new where you haven't looked before. I want you to imagine if you're trying to create a new species of flower or a new color of rose, what you do is you take 2 existing roses and you cross-pollinate those and you get a third way, if you like. You get a third option. Sometimes that third option is better, sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's about the same. It's exactly the same thing when we come to innovating in our businesses. We're not going to probably find the answers to our biggest questions inside of ourselves or within our businesses or within our own industry sectors. Everyone's doing it the way they're doing it, okay? What we want to do is we want to go out and start cross-pollinating our ideas with almost completely random or opposing ideas. So businesses that maybe have nothing to do with our industry sector, and look at how they're delivering their businesses, what products they're creating or who they're creating them for. And start cross-pollinating by saying, you know what, if I was going to do my version of that or my industry's version of that, what would that look like? The moment you start asking those questions, you now start to get a third way of doing something. So you've got their way for their industry sector, your way for your industry sector. Now you have a third way for your industry sector. If they ask the same question of themselves, they actually get a third way for themselves as well. So actually, the more we start asking ourselves this question, which is taking 2 ideas, crossing them over, see what we get at the intersect, and then seeing if that actually gives us something new and something that's better than what we've currently got, now we're truly innovating. Just like experimentation. Sometimes you're going to love the result, sometimes you're going to hate the result, sometimes you're going to love the result but it might not be the best result, other times you're going to hate the result but it might actually be the better result, if that makes sense. In other words, you might not like it, but it might actually be the right one for you. What I ask you then to do is really simple. Flirt with that idea. I'm not expecting you to instantly go into some marriage proposal with this new way of doing business or this new idea. But if you like the look of this new idea, if you've seen it across the room, had a little glimpse of it, and you'd like to get to know it a bit better, go across, buy a drink, have a little bit of a flirt and see how you get on. If you like the idea, then guess what? You want to take it out for dinner. If you love the idea, you might take it away for the weekend. And if you truly madly fall in love with the idea, then you might propose, get married, and then set up a whole new life together. That's my metaphor for flirting with new creative ideas. Just because you have a new idea doesn't mean you have to do it, for example, but equally we're doing it a massive injustice if we don't spend a little bit of time getting to know it and spend a little bit of time to see if maybe we might fall in love with it. So that's the biggest question I want to set you right now. If you're going to revolutionize your industry sector, what would it look like? How would it be? And start going out there and looking for those answers, not in your business, not necessarily in your head, but start cross-pollinating your ideas with other people's ideas and other people's industries or other people's businesses. It's a very powerful thing, and if you truly get the answer to this, you will be leading your industry sector. This is George Swift and Bigger, Brighter, Bolder, the mindset for success. And until next time, be successful.